Cancel. Bring that back there. Hello everybody, this is TJ1 back in another video. This time I'm doing my Red Dwarf review for Season 10, Episode... Episode 3 of Season 10, original air date 18th October 2012. This one was directed by Doug Naylor and written by Doug Naylor. And yes, I'm going as far as this season. Pretty much in celebration, I'm going to do this episode review today, as it is announced yesterday, but basically a big celebration here for Red Dwarf. One of my personal favourites, all the way in Series 10. I remember watching this on TV live as it aired on Dave. The whole revival of this show started back in 2009 with the movie, which may say was... I think I like it a lot more than some people do, but it definitely didn't mark up to what this new Series 10 did. I'm just currently watching a documentary on it, and it's very interesting to see the developments and everyone getting back together and how much work went into doing this, and you really appreciate it. And it's very appreciated by all the fans, and still is to this day. So, yeah, I watched this episode today, and just reminded me how much I enjoy this episode. Probably one of, if not my favourite episodes from Series 10, and though it wouldn't make it into my top 10 favourite episodes of all time, it's still a very enjoyable episode, and I think repeat viewings you find like, it's still really good, and I don't know, I think just it's eventful, and I like that about Red Dwarf, but I also think that it sticks to its roots with the, and I don't know, I think that all top characters are on top game, so I'm just going to go in and basically do a synopsis. So, in this episode, the crew are marooned on Earth in AD 23, where a peace-loving do-gooder called no, but basically, the whole idea of the episode is that they find this Swedish rejuvenation shower, and all of them see this, and they decide they have to make this. So when they finally do make this, they know Crichton sort of explains that they're trying to make themselves younger, so they're all sort of getting in on that, and I love that joke there, it's really good. And in the process of this, they all get sucked back, and when they're finished, they get sucked back as it's sort of messed. It's sort of like not completely right. So when they make it, it glitches them back to AD 23. This time around, Jesus, and it was in. Well, they kind of went to a remote area in England, and so they have to find their way to get home, and they sort of come to the conclusion that they might as well go and get some lemons to power a battery. It's sort of a weird conclusion, but they have no other method because they're so far back in time. And it's interesting, I think it's the first time we've been very historical this far back in history. I know there's been a lot of Red Dwarf episodes like this, but this one really delves back, and you feel like you're actually there. So they go all the way over to India, and they find Jesus on his travels here, and they end up getting him. They sort of escape the Romans, who are after him for some reason, and they bring him to the ship, where they basically they kind of meet him, and they sort of come to the conclusion that he's going to create history, and he's sort of in the process of it, because after this time they know that Jesus Christ would go on to do those things. Obviously, allegedly, we won't delve into that. But it's funny because it's kind of spoofing a lot of this sort of religious background stuff. It also tries to get as much character plot as in. It's impressive, really. So, yeah, the plot may be a little bit iffy, but it's actually quite a good idea. And the whole character of Jesus is played brilliantly by James Baxter. I think, yeah, that's pretty fun. And he did add a good sort of comedy aspect to everything. And, well, about the characters, really, they do go into a lot of depth on Rimmer's backstory, and also, when Crichton cuts his exposition, it's very good. It's just like the old days, and you can tell that he kind of pulls the episode together, really, because he sort of just explains a lot of things. And one of the funniest things is them talking in the past, and how they react to their surroundings. It's very funny, and I definitely wish they will do more of these in the future. I think series 11 and 12 are bound to get another episode just like this. And so the episode does get very, very good, and you really are kind of intrigued the whole way through. At the end, I think they end up finding out a big reveal, which I won't really explain right now, but it's kind of funny. And yeah, it does sort of wear after like one repeat viewing, but that's not really where you come for it. It's just the hilariousness of everything else in the episode, and it's different from the rest of the season, I think, and it presents a funny take on religion, just like from series 1, really, back then, with the balance of power. And it's just hilarious when they do these sort of religious based episodes, and I think that if you don't get offended by it, you're gonna love it. So that's pretty much my review of well, if I have any more thoughts, I'll share them right now, but yeah, so what else do I say about this episode? But yeah, that's pretty much the plot of the episode. They do have a bit on board the ship, but mostly it is off the ship, and that's cool. What else to say about the episode? Oh yeah, I also like the bits in the ship bound, which are sort of the start of the episode, for a few minutes. They sort of build up to the bit of the episode, and it feels very fun. It feels very close, and the characters definitely are a lot closer, and they feel a bit more. Obviously, in real life, the actors know each other more and are more willing to do anything, because they've just been in space for a long time, and they have that bit more experience. They don't feel as, I'd say, impressed, I would say, but it's fun to see them go back and do these things, and the method around going and doing these things is interesting in itself and absolutely hilarious. So it's a must watch for any Red Dwarf fan. Even if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. If you're not that interested in watching it, any Red Dwarf, I'd still say that this is really funny. So whether you're a fan or not, it's a standalone as a great episode. So I'm gonna not rate the episode, I think, but if I had to give it out of 10, I would say I just really had no problems with the episode, so I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It's one of the all-time greats, but yeah, I think it's all-time great, and I've got nothing to say wrong about the episode. So 9, that's one of the highest ratings I can give an episode. I just think it was pitch perfect in the writing, and the problems were far and few between. Also, I just love Rimmer as a character, so I loved his backstory, and Crichton was as funny as ever in this one as well. So that's pretty much my review of Lemons from season 10. Hope you enjoy, or series 10, sorry. But make sure to be back next time. Make sure to leave your comments below on your opinion on the episodes and what you think I should do next. And happy Red Dwarf celebration for our next 2 series confirmed. So that's really exciting, and hope you enjoy the news. So make sure to subscribe, of course, and I obviously am on 20 subscribers today. So thank you for all 20 of those subscribers, and also all new viewers who may want to subscribe, guys. Think about it.